For question 20, we see some energy levels of the hydrogen atom, which transitions produce photon of a largest wavelength in the visible spectrum. So largest wavelength means what? Means it must be smallest energy, or delta E equals to hc over lambda. Yeah. So for this question, the most common wrong answer, people simply chose D because they see that, oh, this corresponds to the smallest delta E. Unfortunately, this difference, is like how much? 0.16 eV. The second part of the question is actually asking, visible spectrum. So we are actually talking about 1.7 to 3.1 eV, which is why I say, memorizing these numbers are crucial. Okay. By the way, let's also use this question, to understand the energy structure. Okay, the way these levels, seems to play out in many cases. These levels, are always, increasingly more negative. Okay, and the gap, between the next deeper level and the rest of the level is always super big. Okay, and it gets bigger and bigger. This is to say, that, for example, all the transitions landing on level 1, okay, you see, look at level 1 is minus 13.6. All these transitions, going to level 1, these are all around 10 EV or 10 EV or more. Okay, 10 EV or more. So these all are same part of the EM spectrum, all are UV. Okay, similarly, we group the next group, okay. If you ignore level 1, you look at level 2, then level 2 is the deepest already, which means, that all the transitions, to level 2 all are very far. Okay, and they give rise to the energies, the photons, of energy in a similar range. So it turns out, that this is actually visible light. Okay, then here all the energy transitions to level 3 to level 4, all these are infrared because they are all very small already. Okay, which is why we always group transitions by their end state. You will also see this kind of grouping, later on in X-ray emission. Okay, when you see the K alpha or K beta, K gamma, so on, and L alpha, L beta. So I hope that I can see, that is also grouping by the end state that the transition end up with. Okay, yeah. So for this question, back to the question, we are actually looking for visible light. So it's actually looking for all the transitions, looking among all the transitions with ending at E2. Smallest transition, therefore it must be E3 to E2. Okay, so answer is B.